Hey, folks, Quilly here, and so many people responded so well to the last Galactic Civilization 4 Supernova videos that Stardock has sponsored some more stuff on this channel. So thank you very much to you guys, and thank you very much to Stardock for sponsoring another few episodes of Galciv 4. As a reminder, Galciv 4 Supernova is kind of like Galactic Civilization's 4.5. It is such a radical advance over the original release of Galciv 4 that it almost deserves its own version number. It's quite good. If you check the links down in the doobly-doo, you'll find more information as well as a link to where you can pick this up today on Steam. The Supernova edition is in early access currently, and we are now on version 1.8. The last time we played on 1.7. We are now on 1.8, which does feature a large number of changes. There's 2 new major civilizations, multiplayer, both competitive and cooperative is in there, major combat changes, star-based changes, major AI revamps, lots of UI improvements, which you know is my favorite thing to see. Lots of game balance, of course. Larger maps are supported, as well as there's better memory optimization for the maps, and apparently they claim major performance improvements like 25 times faster turn times is what the devs are claiming on this. There's a bunch of other stuff, tons of new story events, etc, etc, etc. I'm excited to jump in. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start a new game, and we're going to play around. Do we do a custom race again? We could play one of the built-in races, just to be really weird. You know, what if we played something that was built in? I don't know. How do we not just go and make our own custom race every time? Oh, you know what? I want to take a look at one of these guys. I don't even know these eyeball people. The Intueri Aggregate. They're a hive mind without any meaningful capability of complex thoughts. They can comprehend and imitate anything they see, but are very slow to develop scientific breakthroughs independently. Ooh, anti-science. Interesting. Ancient get research from precursor artifacts and anomalies. Start with an additional policy slot. Policy slots are very powerful. Watch for giving us massive sensor range. Start with a colony ship and 3 probes. We got a flagship, that's pretty typical. They're carbon. We could also consider playing like a robot species, including one of the built-in ones, like the Yor. But the Yor to me are like, they're so old school in Galciv. It's like, I want to see something new and shiny. Cosmic Contaminant. Look at this squirmy little dude. The sentience of the cosmic contaminant is easily questioned. It is unknown whether they have moved to space as a conscious effort or an impulse to spread. Their genomes are unstable and change frequently. They rose from a system of radiated worlds where most races would suffer slow and painful deaths. Nihilism, ammonia-based. Adaptable, can colonize extreme worlds. Radiated, colonize radioactive world. Gains the abhorrent infection executive order after several months. Raises the pollution level on the target planet. Colony ship and a flagship. I gotta say, like, these character models are just crazy sauce. Oh, the Korath. Onyx Hive. Look at the neck in this guy. You know, I kind of want to play these guys. We're just gonna be a giant eyeball. I really like it. Have high diligence, low expectations. Oh, that's good. Put the needs of the group over their own, lacking true complex thoughts. Expect low intelligence. All right. And of course we can still go some tweak here. I mean, there was tons of ability to, like, we can change and customize our species even after picking this one if there's something we want to do differently, but I think I'm going to leave it as is. Homeworld is Vigil, good name. I like, honestly, the ships look like giant eyeballs themselves. Okay, we're going to go as is. So yeah, they're foolish. They have a huge research penalty, which is brutal. I mean, as we all know in 4X games, research is key to victory, generally speaking, right? So that is going to be really tough. Our ships do have excellent sensor range, and they are fast. So our goal, really, I would say, is going to be to try to claim as much territory as early as possible. Now, I was thinking, should we just make ourselves into a really tight little world here? Tiny galaxy size, 1 sector. We'll just have a boxing match in the phone booth. Hopefully our early expansion is going to cover the fact that our tech is a little bit worse, and we can see if we can just beat up people as quickly as possible. So we're going to go ahead next over here. Yeah, we're only have 2 neighbors for this. I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be up close and personal, and we're going to see what we can do on this scale of things. And then maybe the next time we do one, we'll go super mega huge galaxy, just to compare and contrast, you know? I have these little bots. They're so cute. All right, we're going to skip that. All right, Galactic Witness. The Intueri develop as quickly as those they watch. They can easily comprehend and replicate things they witness. However, their lack of creative thought and ability to problem solve impacts their ability to make their own discoveries. The collective consciousness of the Intueri, yeah, I think I'm saying that right, had been stagnant for nearly a millennia until they made contact with Luxor. After first gazing upon their starships and faster-than-light drives, the Intueri quickly took to the stars. Now they search far and wide for the knowledge of others to expand their own intelligence. High exploration sensor range, enabling them to quickly map out the galaxy. To compensate for the low research rate, the Intueri have the Cosmic Eye, a powerful tool that allows them to steal technology and research from other civilizations. Oh, I see. Cosmic Eye. Use the Cosmic Eye to reveal part of the map. The Cosmic Eye sees another civilization's planet. It has a chance to steal a technology. I wonder if I can use this on a planet I already know about as well. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, we're going to start off. We're going to draft our colonist, of course, as we always do. Cool down 10 turns. It's cheap. I mean, 15 control cost. I could also just spam this. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be that much technology to capture right now. We kind of want to wait for people to maybe develop a little bit of tech. I'm going to go ahead and do one telescope takeover, though, and just spot some territory over here. Oh, one of the things that people had told me last time is if you do click on a sun, you can see the list of planets. Now, does that work for the ones we can't see yet? No. But if we have partial vision on a sun, on a star, then we can go ahead and get the list of planets from there. Okay, that's very useful. We got ourselves a starbase over here. Of course, we're going to find our neighbors, like, nearly instantly. That is not a surprise at all. All right, let's set up some research such as we can. Again, I'm probably going to prefer the research over here where we've got the 50% research bonus because it seems like a good idea. Colonial policies, more policies. Policies are good. You know, we already have a fair amount of movement speed. I think I'll go ahead and start research colonial policies. That's going to be fine. And then, yeah, we have a bunch of idle ships, including some colony ships. Now, if we go to probably my favorite tab over here, the planet tab, we do get to see, ooh, Moria 2. It's class 19. Moria 3, class 23. And Vitellis, class 24. Okay, there's a lot of really good stuff over here. All right, I'm going to manually spread out my probes to start off with. I'm going to send one over this way. Yeah, we haven't met anyone yet, or we don't have the universal translator. We're going to send a probe over here. And then once they're spread out, we'll go ahead and automate them. Flagship. I think of the flagship, I can just automate to go and start collecting some little space debris everywhere. That's going to be fine. We'll put you on auto survey. Excellent. And then our idle shipyard. Starting with 3 probes, I don't think we need any more. I do kind of like building a few early probes in the game, but we did start with 3, which is pretty good. Do we just go for supply? Oh, actually, because we are theoretically going to colonize pretty quick. Do we want to immediately send some supplies to the new planet? I think we're going to start with another colony ship. I'm wondering about rushing it. Yeah, we have 2 colony ships to start off with, and 3 things we would like to grab ASAP. Let's see if we can snag these 2 immediately and get the other one going on. Do I want to rush it? I think I do. Let me go to my shipyard here, and we're going to go ahead. How much money do I have currently? 1,500. All right, so we'll spend 300 on accelerating that. That's going to be fine. And planet-wise, interestingly enough, we've already got something in the build queue. Establish a Foremost Council, oversee and harness power of best individuals. Okay. Has the layout of the screen changed slightly? I'd have to compare to my previous videos, my previous screenshots. I feel like something here looks a little bit different. But it could just be because we've got a slightly different color scheme for this this nation. We might want to invest in a little bit of research. You know, we are bad at it. I don't like where a colony capital is. It's kind of annoying that it's on the edge over here, although we should be able to do a little bit of terraforming in the area. even just some wealth boosters might not be the dumbest idea. We've got a bunch of mountains here for influence increase, which I don't think we're going to focus on. I think we've got to go ahead and get ourselves queued up to do some production boosters. Probably an industrial center surrounded by production. So I'm going to go ahead and drop you here, and I'm going to queue up just a bunch of manufacturing districts around that. Okay. All right, let's go to the next turn. New colony. Done. Disable some tutorials, that's fine there. I mean, I'm sure we're going to discover some other inhabitable planets fairly quickly. But I think I might start an uplifted creation over here. These are our constructor ships to build star bases. Let's go and claim some resources in space. And then, yeah, the other planet we know about, we haven't sent anyone to yet, is Vitellius. Quicker satellites, decreased population cap, lots of sensor power, which, I mean, we already have 1 million of. Outside the range. Okay, that's fine. Still head in this direction. We'll be fine. Following all your policies. Done. I'm wondering if we should go immediately to the Universal Translator. I know we don't have the 50% research boost here, but we might want to start interacting with some of the neighbors. Okay, so we've got our policy slots now that our little colonial administration building has been built. Oh, we could also bring the taxes up, down. Bring the taxes down isn't going to give us a research boost. Probably leave it at medium. Right, growth rate, reduced approval. This only affects the homeworld, but it's pretty good, right? The influence is fine, but a little bit of income to start off with. Heritage protection. Influence growth. I mean, there's no downside, which is the nice thing about heritage production, right? It's just pure boost. How much do we need the influence growth? I don't know. Do we want to increase our growth rate? Cost of approval early on? I think I might. Then I think I will go ahead and lower the taxes. And then if we take a look at Vigil. So yeah, population cap is 10. Yeah, growth rate per month. Yeah, I think that's probably worth it right now. Okay. Do I want to rush these buildings? Well, there's basically nothing to rushing that, which is okay. Do I want to rush our construction ship? Yeah, okay, go on. We'll have to start being a little tight with money now because we want some cash to deal with some events. I know we don't have the Universal Translator yet. Woe is me. All right, Mr. Probulator, I'm going to go and put you on Auto Explore. Entry, standby, go to, pass, probe. Oh, there it is at the top. For some reason, I didn't interpret this as the Explore icon at all. It looks like a move icon to me, so I was like, that's not what I'm looking for, is it? No more uncolonized planets. Okay, in preparation for colonizing, we're going to start to generate. Pick up a couple. Yeah. We are going to try to communicate. Oh yeah, leader-wise, what are we looking at over here? That's the other thing we need money for. Ooh. Yeah, it did say that our species have pretty good diligence. Basically blind during allergy season. What I like about this one is it does have a level 10 social. And decent tech, I think, for our species. It's probably a good idea for us to do this and then get exploration going on. Even more movement rate. Alright, Mr. Constructor. What are we going to do with you? Now, we've got a manufacturing relic over here that we could claim. An economic relic that we could claim. We've got Prometheon over here. The other thing we could do is just drop some influence star bases in the front lines. Just to help stabilize the planets that we're settling. If I go and put a starship starbase here, I think we'll capture both of those. And that sounds like a pretty good win. Alright, colonization is a go. With the establishment of this colony, we've taken our first steps into the galaxy. Our colonists represent everything, which makes our people great. And with that, they'll have every chance on thriving in this new alien world. So, and we're getting an event from the planet. Usually do. Precursors, who lived on Moriah 3 before us, left behind a completely functional space elevator. This will greatly increase our ability to put manufactured goods in space and will prove very useful to our shipyard. Unfortunately, the public sector and several other groups are putting a great deal of pressure on us. They hope to use the elevator to facilitate their own projects. What are your orders? They can use it as a vacation spot as long as they don't block military traffic, increase tourism and approval, allow some traders time in the elevator, increase the gross income and trade route income, or if they have spare time, they can lend it to the wear efforts, which is just going to give us a little bit of control over here. Approval is pretty strong. You know, I think I'm just going to allow the traders time in the elevator for some money here. So that's Moria. Class 23, amazing. I think we are going to want to generate a governor for it. But yeah, look at that. It's a built-in precursor elevator. That's really nice. We could recruit someone else. We'll need a few bucks to do it. We'll just list this run for now. So right now, Moria is just going to be sending its resources to Vigil, which I'm actually not terribly opposed to. I hope I didn't overspend. I could also take some of my leaders away from being governors, or ministers, but I think I kind of like it. We'll put you on auto explorer. And we'll put you on auto explorer. Good job. Colonize Moria 2. Oh, no event on this planet. We've surveyed our first anomaly. Lovely. An artifact of joy and resources. Your flagship discovers an ancient artifact, a mysterious object imbued with immense power. This artifact can either be harnessed to provide a massive energy spike for our shipyards, or used to generate an aura of euphoria on a target planet, uplifting the mood of its inhabitants and providing a temporary boost in productivity. So channel the artifact's energy to temporarily enhance manufacturing in our world, +1 manufacturing all the worlds for 20 turns, or secure the artifact in the vault for later use, which is going to give us a button that we can activate here, presumably giving us a temporary approval bonus on a planet. I think early game accelerated manufacturing might not be a terrible idea. Range, because we expanded our territory. Universal Translator is unlocked. And yeah, I'm thinking we're going to go straight into weaponry. Now, we've got some neighbors. They probably have some tech we don't have. How about over here? We're going to center it on this planet. Stolen planetary technology from the Braddock. That's really cool. Oh, and we've got some culture progression. So, you know, I do like the idea of, for such a small galaxy here, the value of spawning a special ship is pretty high. 3 few colony ships. I mean, we don't have that many places to colonize right now. Normally, this is such a huge priority for me, but I'm actually not sure so much on this map. So the +30 research is actually quite nice for us because our research rate is terrible. The approval boost might matter less though, because we're not going to research the same way, unless it also counts when we use our special power. We're not going pacifism. Bunch of supply ships. Collectivism, homeworld influence. You know what? We're gonna go individualism for now. So let's see what the independence gives us. So it's a new flagship, which means it can also do surveying, which is nice. It's got some military potential. Okay, well, we'll put you on surveying because there's a chance you're gonna find modules that will make you even tougher with that, which is gonna be very handy. All right, planet colonized. The former precursor inhabitants left a large array of powerful satellites in orbit of Vitelli's 1. Oh yeah, we knew about that. We have been able to make use of them to extend both the sensor range of the planet and the ships that are built here. Researchers would like to capture one of these satellites for study and have assured us that it will not have any damaging effect on the array. A group of navigator scientists has also shown an interest in investigating the satellite. What are your orders? Increase sensor power to all ships in all world. I really like my ships having the sensor range. I mean, early on, it helps our probes. Early on, it's great for our survey ships to be able to find more anomalies. But militaristically, it's also great for being able to spot enemies. A free constructor. Oh, that's so good. Plus 20% research, presumably on this planet here. You know what? I think I want the free constructor right now. I think I'm really concerned about like sort of quick early game snowballing, and I think that's going to be our best bet. I'm going to construct a starbase over here. I'll make it a mining starbase so that we can get extra bonuses for mining the Promethean. We don't need anything specific for the relic. It will have its own special modules to increase the value at which we research the relic here. There we go, the Xenoarchaeology Lab, but that has nothing to do with the type of starbase. Look how cool this starbase is. I love that you can have like these like wildly different ships and starbases depending on your species, and all that can be customized during the race creation step. I wish I was creative enough to really do a lot of this. Wow, that is sick. I really like that. I'm gonna go and focus on the mining drone part of it first. Oh, I guess I've got enough modules for both. Cool. All right. Well, then let's do it. Done and done. And then there's the free constructor we got there. One growth, antimatter. There's a couple of antimatter over here, and there's still the economic relic, but the constructor we have is over close to this side, so I'll probably might just go and snag that antimatter. Being able to harvest some of these resources. Oh, there's some malarium even closer. Maybe I'll get that first. Being able to collect some of these early resources and use it to empower more potent ships can be great. First precursor relic. Scanner readings are inconclusive, but one thing is certain: the object is old. As the probes maneuver around the strange device, it becomes clear that the beings who made this were vastly more powerful and experienced than we are. Privileged to even gaze upon their works. Okay, armed shuttle tech is done. Frigate class ship. Now, at some point, it's going to be very important. Yeah, for us to go planetary mobilization, planetary invasion. That's really going to be our primary early goal. So, okay, space doctrine leads in that direction. So that's what we're going to want to go and do. We'll start with that. Mapping artifact. During the thorough analysis of the artifact, your research team has unearthed an astonishing discovery. It's a reservoir of colossal energy. Scientists and your crew are confident they can channel this raw power to propel our civilization forward. Yet a dissenting perspective suggests that this energy could be utilized as a cosmic key, opening up uncharted dimensions of the cosmos and revealing secrets of space hitherto unknown. +1 Durantium, or store the artifact in a vault. What does this do? What does option 2 do? I'm not sure. Let's go and find out. Appear in a distant part of the space, reveal an area map. Okay, well, that was sort of a mistake. We really don't need that. I guess I'll go ahead and use it. But, like, we're playing on this little micro area of space, and we have huge vision, and we have a built-in vision power already. I would have preferred the Durantium, but it's fine. There was only one anyway, so it's not like it's one per turn. Okay, so here's some military ships. Still need some money. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and park them on these two planets here. So these are the Kleppart. So this is a minor civilization. They're within my sphere of influence, so we're getting their resources, which is groovy. Very handy. Supply ship. Well, we're not building anything here yet because they're not colonies. Can I send the supply ship to my planet itself? Is this just like converting shipyard production this way? I mean, it's a little silly, but I think we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Because again, eager to sort of kickstart this planet here. But manufacturing is going up because we're starting to get some modifiers going on. Yeah, our approval is a little low, which does hurt everything. On the other hand, the increased citizen growth rate is going to be kind of valuable. I wonder. Maybe we should run some treasure hunt missions. Oh, I don't want to design a new ship. just to get a little bit of cash so we can hire some leaders for us. We are currently the most innovative, although part of that, of course, is because we stole some things. Normally, I'm quite eager to get the communication terminal or even the movement on our survey ships early on, but in this case, that doesn't really matter. I might just save the upgrades until we get some other things going on. No, I don't want to manage that. Our constructor over here, we're going to go and we're going to construct a base here. Oh, we can't build in Nebula. Oh, right next to the Nebula. And mining starbase for the Illyrium, which is going to be really good, I think, especially for shields. Oh, energy beam weapons. Okay. Maybe both, I don't know. Something else might be for the shields. Antimatter, I believe, is for missiles. Starting to accrue a few things, which is good. We'll also unlock some upgrades for our capital ships. Okay, space doctrine is in. Next, we're going to want is orbital ship assembly. Oh, excellent. We got really lucky there that it showed up in one of our special insight ones for the discount. Again, this is very militaristically based. Oh, we got an extra policy slot. Slower ship production, more hit points. We don't need that right now. Land exploitation it is. Let's get that money. Who cares about pollution? So pollution does slow down growth rate, which is pretty bad, but there's a Diablo catalyst? Ooh. A rare ship upgrade increases weapon firing rate. What are your orders? Bring it on board. Disassemble. Sell it. Ooh. Is the cat... You know what? I think the cash injection is worthwhile. Because then... Class 23, 19, 24. I don't know if it's worth making more than one of these into a core world. Because they're close enough they can feed each other pretty well. Vitalius is better at a 24 than a 23. But Moria 3 is so close to other things that it's going to have, like, reduced decay. We might end up making Vitalius into a core world later on, but we're going to start over here. So, for my core worlds, I do generally want someone who's super loyal. You got Slumlord. Increased pop capacity, reduced approval. Meh. Doesn't forgive easily. Secretly maintains listed names, severally already crossed off. Decent social. Prefer double digit, but we'll call that good enough. Yeah, that has some pretty low approval right now. We may have to drop our tax rates. Military, influence, research. That's our space elevator. Manufacturing boost over here is kind of nice. Auroras with the approval boost. Well, that'll be handy over here. Thinking of putting it over here, just because I do tend to like a manufacturing boost to start off with. The generators and the supply depot both give manufacturing boosts as well. Plus, the supply depot does give us a little approval to start off with, which might not be a terrible idea. The influence is interesting. We don't need it. No, we're fine. We're not actually competing for anything in this space. Get that started over there. Okay. How much would it cost to rush the supply depot? Too much. We could potentially next turn. It might be worth doing. All right. Oh, this is another space scanner thing. So we'll just take the Durantium. The other thing I'm going to do is over at Glittering Arms here. I'm going to cancel those two treasure hunts because we don't need the extra governors quite as badly. We'll still have some going on. They still need some cash to respond to some events. Okay, Vigil is done its current queue. I'll charge to repair the selected fleet. Silicates. And then we can get some research boost. I mean, I know we have a big research malice, but we should probably... try to get some baseline. So we'll build some research around the silicate extractor. It'll give us a little bit on the planet, but yeah, oh man, these production is so low. It's so low. I don't even know if this is worthwhile. I don't know, we'll try to find other ways to increase the research to this planet, maybe. I don't know. Wow, now that's really bad. Four months until our cosmic eye is available and we can steal more tech. Territory contains a disputed region rich in resources. Unfortunately, a rival political faction on our world is also claiming it as our own. We're open to negotiation, but we need your support. If you back our claim, we'll share the resources with you. However, if you remain neutral, you may not be able to maintain a friendly relationship. So, support their claim, boost relations with Onyx, passive and cultural awareness increased by 1, and we get some honor spice. Or option 2, just upsets them. We do get more individualism boost. Nah, I'm gonna go this. We'll take some honor spice, that's fine. I don't know if we have any use for it yet, but that's gonna be okay. Oh yes, we do have some Illyrium. We can go and boost the beam damage of the IES Cosmic Goal. Let's do it. Discovery of mysterious cargo container. Contains an advanced pollution remover module. Filters out pollutants in the atmosphere. Deciphered writings from the container. It was too expensive and was being returned. So we could improve the ecology or sell it for money. That is a lot of money. But I think I'm going to take it. And the reason is we are running a policy right now where we're increasing pollution. Pollution is 65% on our home world. Yeah, we need to do something about that. So, have I unlocked better policies? Because it's the land exploitation here. Cancel that. All right, maybe I'll just run heritage protection for now. Yeah. So we're only at 35% now. But I think I'm going to go and drop an atmospheric cleanser on Vigil. It's down to 25% pollution. It still sounds pretty bad. 25% of our world is polluted, but... Governor of Mora 3 is warning potential climate disaster on the planet. Deep fissures have begun to release immense amounts of heat and particles into the atmosphere. Without immediate action, it could cause damage to Mora 3, but it would require significant resources to address. Well, that's one of the reasons we save money. Increases loyalty, reduces pollution. Costs us... I mean, $100 isn't even that bad. Okay. Onyx Prime over here. Oh, yeah. I forgot to go and check for some trade options, which we definitely want to do. We're going to trade space doctrine, module xeno-industrialization, and research policies. That seems fine to me. I should really check here. Do you guys want to trade? I would love to trade techs. Admittedly, this is a military tech, but... I have some money. No. Alright. We'll get back to you later. Oh, we have enough culture points or something. Oh, just for the traditionalism. Yeah, we have some discounts going on here. Sacred Industry unlocks the improvement Hall of Tradition. I don't know what the Hall of Tradition does. How badly do we want to move down here? We have a lot of systems with this ideology, and it is the one that's built into our race. So, okay, you know what? Sure, fine. We'll go down here. Let's take a look at Mariah. All the tradition. 1 per civilization. Increases gross income. And then tourism adjacency. Oh, gives us an extra tech point as well. Although, I didn't realize this planet here, this is our research. Oh, because it's getting fed from so many neighbors. This is a great place for tech. Maybe I really shouldn't bother building that stuff on Vigil then. I'll let it finish, but I think Moria here, or Moria, has to be built as our tech world. Which means we're going to want a capital mainframe here. Probably over there. What is this tile? +3 military. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to be cute there. And we're going to build some research things around it. The Hall of Tradition doesn't actually give us research adjacency, so it can be built somewhere else, but it does give us a flat technology point, which is going to get multiplied by everything else, which is really good. We're going to want to put down a technology capital tile on this too. Maybe over here, and then when we get some terraforming, we can build around it. So yeah, I think we can probably just assume we're going to drop a bunch of research districts around this. I'll leave that open for now. So we'll leave this queue as is. This probe, you are done your auto explore, which makes sense. It's a very small piece of land. We can just go and park you somewhere where we want to keep some vision. Like, maybe I'll park you over here. And park you over here. Okay, that is our starting sector fully explored. Again, I took the tiniest little size we could do this time, just to make sure we were getting up close and personal. Let's take a look at the tech navigator again. I was gonna say, hold on, are we not still researching orbital ship assembly? There we go. I still want to finish that, please. Hey, +1 antimatter. Well, that suits me great. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. Next episode, we're going to continue smacking the hell. Well, we're going to begin smacking the hell out of some of our neighbors. It's going to be a short game, that's for sure. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.